Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Fend Unlock Blue Team, the OrangeMuppet with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat. By default, great for capping and harassing, some powerful control alongside. Sodding is back with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. And we got the Black Legion Elite Scheme, I believe, alongside, rounding off the team, Dud 71 and a Kommando Knob, an infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you, and blows you up. Orky style begins with a twin-link shooter. Red team, Rutanks, Eversor Assassin, a risk-reward melee brawler that explodes on death, and alongside double force commanders, we have irascidle and Saint Galahad. These guys are versatile frontline heroes bringing offense, disruption, and support for the Emperor. Kicking off a bit in the mid, looks like it's gonna boil over on the southeast corner too. Force Commander chasing down the Kommando, who's still being spotted. There he goes, now he's infiltrated. Double sluggers here. Battle cry usage is going to be very important. Not sure what the scouts are up to. Buying some light cover, and it's now the sluggers piling in on the Force Commander, are they? Yeah, they are. So battle cry not really buffing anything. And he couldn't get very good hits with it either. I'm not sure if... Even if he got perfect hits, I mean, that was double sluggers on him. With not a huge amount of support. Good stun bomb. Don't think the Orks lost a model. They did lose a couple of sluggers. Okay. Force Commander did alright. Got a decent chunk of XP there. Warp Spider Exarch already teleporting through onto the natural VP of the red team. Irascidle hanging out in the mid, scouts in the garrison, and this is Sodding with some Tzeentchian worship. Sodding, a player from a bunch of years ago who played very regularly, has now returned, I suppose. Always good to see players come back. Used to go by Handsome Sodding. Meanwhile, Eversor Assassin flowing through onto a forward capping wreck point there. Executioner pistol on the way for the awesome neurotoxin shot thing. Gets a decap and backs off. These guys have a sergeant already. It's up to irascidle to push. Waits for the Devastators to do so. Now has to face double Chaos Space Marines though. 485 to 426 sluggers with burners. What about the other fellas? Also getting their burners. Galahad responds with shotguns and a grenade sergeant fella. Maybe we'll see that Thunderhammer tier 2. I hear Banshees shouting. They're defending their VP, I think, which seems to be successful. I see stuff running away on the minimap. Meanwhile, though, over here, double sluggers raiding those tacks. I think they're alright. Didn't drop a model. Grenade. Did it hit? Not sure, actually. 485 to 401. Kicking off finally in the mid. Force Commander in the back lines, but meets a Shuriken. And the Sorcerer is messing up these tacks quite well. Heretics get very low. Tacks drop a model, but I don't think they drop two. Doom Bolts. Not sure what the idea was there. Doom Bolts doesn't do anything to garrisons. Just trying to hit the Force Commander, maybe. Quadruple Inquisitorial Stormtroopers here for Rutank. It looks like they're all getting their sergeants. It's a lot of impact grenades. And there's the Eversor with a neurotoxin pistol. Blue team retain the mid. What is this? This is power bashing shotgun scouts with a Force Commander who's quite low. Does get Artificer armor in. And flees. Nothing was bashed as far as I can tell. Sorcerer on retreat path. Couldn't quite get a kill though. Power bashing Eldar through the mid. Might get a couple of gems where they get one at least. Kraken bolts popped by the tactical marines, which isn't very useful. No, it wasn't. I think that was battle cry. Kraken bolts only affects heavy infantry, you see. Banshees run. Shuriken slows down the power defense though, eh? Devastator's looking for another angle here. So they can suppress without getting suppressed, maybe. Got 2 gens. Well played, OrangeMuppet. And there's the escape. I think that was well done. Red team may be able to get the mid back though. Orks pushing down the east side again. What is this? That's some sluggers giving up a cap. Knowing that stuff was on the way, I guess. Meanwhile, all of the stormtroopers in the land are fighting over this VP. Eversor Assassin is down. 469 to 361. Look at that burst damage on those CSM. These guys having to flee. The CSM having to flee. And they're keeping this locked down a bit. Here come Howling Banshees though. Burst damage as they approach, but now they're in there. And there's the war shout. Oh, it didn't suppress these guys. I guess the war shout emanates from one... Does it come from the Exarch, maybe? Well, before level 2, what does it come from? I think it comes from one specific model. It doesn't emanate from all of them. So, those guys weren't close enough to whoever shouted. Decent Doom Bolts. I wonder if it comes from the Exarch in tier 2, though. Might just select a random model. 451 to 361, or maybe I'm completely wrong and it just emanates from all of them. And those guys still weren't close enough. Double sluggers burning down gens. Can they get them all? Might be able to, you know. Thunderhammer queued up in tier 2 for St. Galahad. No war gear for irascidle though. 1 gen down and the node down. Now they're burning scouts. Shotgun blast. That was a pretty good blast actually. This is risky, trying to get this other gen down. They had to flee, but I think they're okay. They dropped quite a lot of models doing that power bash though. Was it worth it? I guess they got... Did they get 2? They only got 1 gen and the node. That's like 225 to repurchase. So probably worth it. And they kept things away from their own stuff while they did it. Eversor's back on his feet. Lost the indicator for him though. I think he was just repurchased there. I think. Through the mid. Attacks take the garrison. Might eat some grenades. Oh, they've already chucked their grenade, these guys. I think they have no energy left. Heretics. Who are they going to target here? There's a shuriken in there. Oh, the shuriken's facing a strange direction. Ouch. Attacks wiped. Those were iracidles. I thought the shuriken was going to face the garrison. I guess not. Not a nice place to hide, says Rutank. Banshees using their fleet, and they have their Exarch now. There's that neurotoxin. A slow and damage over time. Banshees still going. These guys ready with their impact grenade if they need it. Doom bolts though. Some really good hits. Those guys wiped. Eversor still back here shooting stuff. Banshees will mess him up though. In fact, he's already retreating. He should be fine. 420 to 356. Sluggers. And they are getting thunder hammered. Level 3 Force Commander now with Teleporter. Very quickly get onto those sluggers before they get close to the double tacks. Need to try and work on separating them. Grappling hook to get back to safety. Terminator Librarian on the way for Rutank to defend the triple stormtroopers with Sanctuary maybe. Falcon on the way for OrangeMuppet. I feel like it's been a little while. Since I've seen a Falcon. Duds down to just 2 units. No more double sluggers. Having to get their VP back because of the Warp Spider who teleports away, level 2, and then runs. Heavy Bolter suppresses this guy. And he's got no war gear whatsoever. No levels either. Smite. There it is. Falcon's in play. These guys can reinforce off it now. Oh, we got some little cheeky sniper scouts over there too. Sparring champion up on these fellas. Looters then for duds. Any other war gear? No other war gear for this guy. Also level 1 still. Falcon doesn't care about your bolter fire, but may care about vengeance rounds on the stern guard. Banshee's there to wash out everything. No, Shuriken's there also. Little flank from Rutank. The smite didn't seem to do much from the Terminator Librarian there. Some impact grenades. Now the Warp Spider tying up the Stormtroopers. Eversor Assassin sneaking in. Infiltrated by the Terminator Librarian. Neuro Gauntlet's in. So is Assault Armor. And then he runs away. I think that was a misclick or something. Assault Armor was buffed. I think it just got a cost reduction on something. 372 to 356. Terminator Librarian's alright. Maybe there's a cost increase. I think it was Friendzone that got the cost increase. Blue team taking mid. And power bash from the Howling Banshees. This is very daring little raid here. They are supported by the Falcon. And they are close enough to reinforce. Well played again from OrangeMuppet, I think. A little raid. Gets away alright. Drew in all 3 players there too. Shuriken gets into position. This is the drop pad that delivered the Stern Guard veterans. Force Corner levels to 4 now. Maybe teleported a little bit early there. Teleported onto the Sorcerer. And is being Mark of Zinch in the face by double Mark of Zinch, fellas. It's a lot of damage. It's a really good way to focus down an enemy hero. Double Mark of Zinch CSM. Because Inferno damage is decent against it. I think it does full damage, does it? Onslaught injectors in for the Eversor. And there's the Bio Meltdown. Look at that. Damaging all nearby units. But also draining the health of the Eversor. And if he dies while it's active, it's an even bigger death explosion. Very fun. Now damaging some friendlies, though, as he retreats. Looks like he's alright, though. Sanctuary thrown up. Banshees can't get through it, so they run. Attacks. Find some Sanctuary inside. And the Stern Guard veterans looking to Vengeance rounds the Falcon down a bit. It used to have a lower range, Vengeance rounds, but I think they fixed that a while ago. Where it just at standard range. That was a nasty grenade. Those guys able to retreat away. Still level 1, so that, I think that would have taken... I wonder if that would have wiped them, actually, if they didn't retreat there. They're still level 1. And they were right bunched up on the central point of it. Blue team taking back the mid. Sodding down to double CSM only. And has the Sorcerer down. Havoc's on the way. Duds goes tier 3. So does irascidle. St. Galahad still already there. And has the red and resources for Terminators. So maybe we'll see them dropped in next engagement. VP still pretty close. Havoc's now up for Sodding. Force Squander teleports in. And that's an amazing target for him to teleport into, the double CSM. Able to split them, though, is Sodding. And the Force Commander is dealt with. Terminators up, though, for St. Galahad. Did not go for Assault Terminators. So it's Storm Bolters and Power Fists for these fellas. Teleporting out, yep. Sorcerer can mess with them a lot. Maybe that's why Assault Terminators were not chosen. Got Vestments and Sword of Flame at the moment, but we may see some Chains of Torment and Tome of Subjugation shenanigans. Terminator Librarian infiltrates himself now with the Codicum Aeternum. 336 to 317 on the VP, so Havoc's not really able to set up for very long. Red team still hold the mid, and it's a surprise party from the Terminator Librarian over here. Gets the Shuriken out. Well played by Rutank. Duds down to just looters, but here comes a Knob Squad. There's a lot of power armor for them to crunch through with their new power weapon choppers. Stern Guard flee. Very far forward there. Banshees. What level are these guys? Level 2. Oh, that was a nasty. Can you really smite at point blank range like that? Banshee's almost wiped there. They did wipe. Sniper gets the shot because of that point-blank range smite on them. That was nasty. I assume there was a minimum range on it, but I guess not. Eversor's getting stuck in. Little charge there earlier on to disrupt things, and there's Bio Meltdown again. And Nob Squad didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. We have a Terminator Force Commander now. These days actually gets Commander armor, which is why he's down to 1800 hit points and not 2500. Much better armor type. 283 to 317 on the VPs. Red team hold the mid. Falcon levels to 2. And a Seer Council on the way. Pity you lost those Banshees, eh? Seer Council would have buffed them up. Warp Spider with the heavy gauge Death Spinner level 3. Falcon should be alright. Looks like the Terminator Librarian's using Might of Titan, but it's only affecting himself. That's that purple aura you see. Gives them, I think it gives them damage resistance. Ouch. Eversor, level 4. Got those Onslaught injectors. This was buffed. Now gives him 0.4 speed per tier. It used to be 0.25 speed per tier. By tier they mean what level of HQ you have. And he's got tier 3 on the way. Big old assault cannon for the Terminator Force Commander fella. Power completely bashed here. Doom bolts and a Nob Squad makes them all run. And makes these guys teleport out. They took a bunch of damage there, eh? No tome yet for the Sorcerer. Did get some heretics up. Maybe you can build some shrines in the mid, eh? Kraken bolts for the Stern Guard, which is the correct ammo type for a Nob Squad because they are heavy infantry Nobs. And they do have the U jammers in. $230 to 317. I think I would have held off on purchasing the huge jammers. I mean, they're really good. But now that you have power melee out the gate, it may be better to keep it until you see some vehicles or until you have some excess income, because he's only got 3 units on the field. He could have invested that into another unit, maybe. Flash kits are up. He's got loads of red duds. And I mean, the hammers are great for the momentum bonus. Those guys did not drop a model, actually. Can he suppress that Nob Squad there? Maybe he already did and they used their frenzy already. Smite, a decent hit. Now they're pummeling the Force Commander, but a good special from the Librarian. They can't stay here for long. And the Force Commander's no stats. He's got that Power Fist in melee. So got a bunch of damage, dropped a bunch of models, but they are okay, the Nob Squad. And they were holding up like 2 units and a hero there by themselves. Librarian is level 3. Not enough damage from those guys to stop him from getting in. And a Chaos Predator is up for Sodding. Still no time with the tome. No son of the tome, I should say. And his Dark Creeper's up for OrangeMuppet. 220 to 289 on the VPs. Double Land Raider Redeemers for the red team. Hey, they are a little bit depleted here. Only 2 units each. That Falcon's still going strong. And he's in tier 3 now, so he can get the shield. I don't think it has it yet. I think it shows up in a unit card here. Rutank asking for a revive. That's should be easy to revive there. But these guys are both in the mid, the Force Commanders. Camping the VP is OrangeMuppet. Ouch. Force Commander's in there now, though. Look at the range on that knockback. There's a big retreat from OrangeMuppet. Gets away pretty clean there, I think. Where are the Seer Council? Oh, they're also running. 1-to-1 cap. VPs are still really even. Can the red team recover, though? I mean, they do have a Land Raider. And tons of resources on irascidle, actually. Just called in some Assault Terminators, in fact. Unique to the Force Commander. Start off with these big old shields and Thunderhammers. And we may see claws if that Nob Squad becomes a nuisance. Force Commander's down. These guys with inspiration on kill these Terminators, but they're being chased by a Nob Squad and they are getting pummeled. Those Flash Kits are going to want to get their blasters up. Nob Squad piling through. Thunderhammer's there to try and disrupt. Maybe. He's not using Battle Cry though. Not sure why. They can all retreat back to the Land Raider. Nob Squad flee. I don't think I saw them pop their frenzy there. Which was interesting. Here's the double Land Raiders. Can they deal with this? These guys might need to get a las cannonade. 195 to 244. They are going to have an Eldritch Storm available. Uh-oh. These Terminators in a bit of bother. Getting Dark Creepered at the moment. Need to chase though. Maybe they can jump inside the Falcon and chase. Nope, they're not. These guys are able to teleport away. And then they get infiltrated by the Terminator Librarian, just in case. 193 to 244. Flank coming through here from the Terminators. Or they could get the Falcon on the rear armor of the Falcon. Maybe? There we go. Now they're hitting it. And it does go down. That Falcon did some really good work from up here. I don't know why. It didn't have the shield up, did it? Did not purchase the shield. Might have saved it. Red team all of a sudden looking pretty powerful. With multiple Terminators, multiple Land Raiders. And some pretty high level heroes. I mean, this guy can't level up, but he's got Terminator armor on. Level 7 Eversor with the friends on now. I think it went up to 50 power, this thing. And a level 8 Force Commander. 185 to 244 on the VPs. A little bit of disagreement in the ranks of the red team. But they're doing well. And there's that tome look from the Sorcerer. Robes of Torment coming in too. Should be able to counter the Assault Terminators really well now. Power Fist up for Galahad. Not sure why he switched to that. Go after the Predator maybe. Maybe just wants more like single target DPS to get kills. Avatar of Cain on the way for OrangeMuppet. Subjugated Assault Terminators bashing their own Land Raider, and there's a Storm. And there's a Rocks. Some really good hits. That Land Raider's down. This one survives for now. Nob Squad getting bashed about. Switch back to the Thunderhammer for the Nob Squad, I guess. They're still going though. Okay, now they're running. Now they're running. Terminators have got control of their own sensors again and run into some chains of torment. Eversor is in there. Did OrangeMuppet cancel the Seer Council? Or did they die? I think he maybe cancelled them to get the Reapers. I can't see any Seer Council bodies around. Power bashing Terminators with the Terminator Librarian. They're really far forward here. Against the Sorcerer, that's a big risk, but he's off the field right now. Dark Creeper Barrage. Did some good damage, actually. He could throw Crack Shot onto the Dark Creepers as well. OrangeMuppet. Oh, they didn't fully reinforce these guys. There's some Bio Meltdown action. Avatar doesn't care too much, though. Eversor levels to 9. Doing outrageous damage now. Avatar cracking against those Terminators, though. Super unit for Eldar. Has some really good aura buffs around him. And is powerful in combat. Sorcerer gets the revive. Gives him a level. What is he now? Level 7. Switching back to Vestments of the Warp. I would just keep the robes in slot, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Force Commander eating some Daka to the face. They still don't have their blasters, those flash kits. The Land Raider still getting repairs, eh? Nob Squad having a go. Need to pop their frenzy here. I don't see the effects. Did they use it? They seem to break the suppression either way. Ortark dropped in. Nob Squad runs. Ortark disrupting some stuff, but also needs to run. She's not super tough, the Ortark. At least out the gate. 750 hit points. Blue team taking the mid. Those guys got subjugated, I think. Oh, but then the gate gets them back. 60 to 242. Big VP lead for the red team. But blue team have the mid back. They have an avatar. Another Nob Squad on the way. Wailing Doom. Good hit on those Terminators. Really good hit. But where's the blasters on these flash kits? What's this fella up to? He's chasing the avatar down. Alongside the Eversor, I think. Yeah, he wants to give it Might of Titan, that's why. That's nasty. Might of Titan also gives a melee damage bonus, I think. Gate of Infinity to try and save the Terminator Librarian. Did it work? It worked. Well played. What was that? Irascidle. 60 to 207. Nob Squad on the field again. And a Marcosine's Predator tank maybe to try and go after that Land Raider at some point. Where is the Land Raider even? I think it's really far back. Yeah, it's really far back right now. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it does mean you can't bring the weapons to bear that much, but it's supporting stuff. Warp Spider went down here, but looks like he got a decap at least. 60 to 201. Ortark now has her shield and her fusion gun. Maybe some D-cannons in the mid, eh? Down goes the tank. Double Vortimer's up here for Rutank. Got a reinforced plating as well. Nob Squad having a go again. I don't think they need to push that hard onto the Land Raider, you know. Try and kill the infantry first, they just wiped. Red teams seem imposing right now. Level 7 Sorcerer. These guys get subjugated. Teleports them into trouble. Can they wipe these Terminators here? Dark Creepers are there to shoot also. They still haven't reinforced properly. Oh, Gate gets them away. They took so much damage though. I think Reaper's Grasp was on them, but that doesn't stop the Terminators, the Librarian I should say, from teleporting them away. Big push here from the blue team. They need something to go right on this push. A decent Wailing Doom. What are these CSM doing? Getting vision maybe for a nuke? There it is. That's a good Imperial Abyss from Sodding. Eversor was in the back lines but blew up. Terminator Librarian runs. Vortimer's very low. And there's an orbital. Got some tank buses in play. Another orbital. 60 to 198. Sorcerer's trying to cap the mid. But he gets... Oh, he's still capping. How is he still capping over there? Zechian shenanigans. Another Vortimer. Frantic ending to this game. Blue team on the 2-1. Subjugating the Grey Knight Terminators. Teleporting them into trouble. Is the Librarian of Irascidle paying attention here to teleport them out? Yep. He's on it. He's been on that really well. Dark Creepers wiping. Big mistake from OrangeMuppet. Should replace those guys, I think. We have a D-cannon as well that runs. And now, Land Raider Phobos. Good choice here, I think. Las cannons will threaten the Vortimers, and the Dirtcast is pretty awesome for a big fight. Land Raider Redeemer moving up. Ortark throws a shield and tries to get a decap here. Gonna be tight though. She got it. Now needs to run or jump away. Yeah, run. Flesh over steel on the Phobos, but there's nothing there to support. Level 10 St. Galahad though. 51 to 174. Some sneaky commandos, I think. Stabby commandos got a decap over there. Kommando knob is down though, so is the warp spider. That's massively affecting the blue team. Avatar of Cain may go down. Dirge caster goes off. Is it enough to save the Avatar? It bloody might be. You got some off-map Vindicare support revealing all enemy units there. The Avatar survived for now. That's amazing. Phobos getting quite low. Triple Vortimers on it. Look at this. Phobos is going to go down, yeah. Tanko's helping out as well. One of the Vortimers goes down. Tank busters can't quite get close enough to fire though. And now they back off. Did the Avatar survive? He did. All three blue heroes down though. 51 to 133. Oof, says Sodding, indeed. Oh, irascidle lost his librarian, getting another one. What is this? That's an Ortark trying to get a decap, couldn't quite get there. That's a singularity. Pulls in some stuff. But these are probably high level. Yeah, level 4 attacks, they survive it. Do we have blasters yet? We do not. These flash kits do not have their blasters for some reason. They should be running them against all this heavy infantry. Seer Council now for OrangeMuppet. Does not get Dark Creepers back. They'll be super effective as well, those Seer Council. If he has time to use them. 2 to 1 against. Down to 32 VPs. Avatar is back. I can't believe he survived. Taking a lot of damage, but they need to... They are forced to push here. Can't be too careful. A decent Wailing Doom. Knob Squad pummeling the Force Commander, but he does escape. Terminator's in there. Knob Squad chasing a tank. And it is quite low. But there's the Land Raider. Can do a frag assault maybe. They are leaving. Eversor slicing and dicing. Havocs do not make it away. Down to 16 VPs the blue team. A valiant effort on that push, but I think they maybe are out of ideas here. Sneaky Commandos is an idea. They're going for this. They do have fast capping as well. Red team going to take the mid back though. Avatar survives again. Down to 16 VPs though. Yeah, all three blue heroes being down is a massive, massive loss for these fights. Massive loss. Kommando's been down for what seems like 3/4 of the game. He's only level 2. He's down all the way over here, not sure. What's up with that? Level 10 Sorcerer, hey? Great Unclean One on the way, says Sodding. They have a single cap, the blue team. Somehow. Those sneaky commandos is out. The red team never took the mid, eh? What happened? Trying to take it now. Gets it, does the Terminator Librarian, throws up the Sanctuary, and then flees. So they can't take the VP back for now because of that Sanctuary there. Force Commander trying to run interference. Persuaded to leave, and here comes a big force of heavy infantry and super heavy as well coming back. That's a good singularity though. Really good singularity. Got the Dark Creepers back as well. Need to get moving. Seer Council need to get moving. Hey, look at this. Flash kits have their blasters now. Much bigger threat to the Terminators and stuff. Knob Squad piling through. I mean, if nothing else, drawing a bunch of fire against them. Big force on the red team moving through now, though. No webways from OrangeMuppet, eh? Don't think I've spotted one. Avatar's here. Can at least stop the cap. Now gets a swing on the Vortimer. Big swing, takes it down. Right Lance getting shots. This is the last Vortimer. And it's not leaving. Oh, there we go. Now it's leaving. Avatar got some really good hits on it, though. Still on 16 VPs. Absolutely Herculean effort from the blue team. Here comes the Commandos back to his feet, look. Sneaking up with some Commandos. Where are the Seer Council and stuff? Here they are. They're moving, and there's a great unclean one, too. Eversor Assassin was in there, goes down. Looks like he had the hyper-metabolism on himself. Level 10 Force Commander flees. Great unclean one couldn't vomit here, maybe. Oh, it doesn't stop the cap, though. Didn't hit this guy, look. Dark Flames chucked in as well from the Sorcerer. Nicely done. And now the Eldar blob cap a bit. With some CSM in there too. Massive fight brewing again. Absolutely epic. Eldritch goes in. Hits the tank. Now they can run something in and finish it off maybe. Terminator's teleported away by the Librarian. Now they get subjugated though. And they use their own teleport thanks to the Sorcerer to get themselves into trouble. Orbital thrown in. The tank did actually survive the Eldritch. Avatar leaves. Great Unclean One still got a decent amount of hit points here. But I'm not sure if Sodding has any worship available. Oh, it does have Heretics. Oh, Terminator's wiped. Look. Assault Terminator's just wiped over there. There's still these fellas. There's a Chains of Torment. Blue team on the mid now. Amazing stuff. I thought they were well out of this. Got yet more Vortimers for Rutank. And a Whirlwind back there too. That's a decent shout. Here comes the Eversor. Throws up the Cyclone. Starting ability that gives him more damage output and more damage resistance. But costs and health. And that's a singularity to stop the cap there. Doesn't quite go up in time to stop the decap. A single for the red team now. Blue team down to 12 VPs. Is this it? Terminator Librarian getting the VP. Level 4 this guy's done really well. Almost 1600 hit points on this fella. Look at that. Double cap at the end. And that is going to be the victory for the red team. GG indeed. Blue team put up a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Level 4 Warp Spider down. The Warp Spider was down for a long time actually. And I mean if he was up, if he prioritized getting him back on the field, he could use Shimmering Orb and things, maybe get some more caps and some more decaps and that kind of stuff. Level 10 Sorcerer was really good performance from Sodding Sorcerer. Only CSM both survived, look at that. Level 3 Kommando was down for a long time it seemed like. Level 10 Eversor, super aggro. Did a hell of a lot of killing. We had a Terminator Force Commander. Oh, he's got claws at the end, look. And a level 10 Force Commander for Saint Galahad. Awesome stuff. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see ya next time.